talk that I gave in 2008 that probably changed my game. My book deal came from it. A lot of attention came from it. It was just one of those talks, moments in time, tipping point, whatever the heck you want to call it. Things happened. More things have happened with this talk because it ended up on TED. And you know, a lot of people respect that brand and it puts it in a different place. And it's been a huge thing, and a lot of people have seen my TED Talk. People think I've been to TED and talked. I didn't. This was from Web 2.0. It's like best of web. It's what TED does. But here's why I'm making this video and wasting your time. Though I don't think I'm wasting your time. If you zoom in here, the latest comment, and there's been a lot of comments. Thanks, Marcus. You know what, Marcus? Nobody ever sees you. Say hey.
How's it going?
So the latest comment is kind of interesting, and as you can see, I'll show you this. By the way, this is a big thesis of mine. You can see a lot of people have commented, and you can see that I have commented to them. So really important to engage with your comments online. You know, just a little side fun. It's like a side deal on Groupon. I just gave you that a little bit. But anyway, more importantly, interesting. So the guy here's my talk. I'll link up this talk. You guys, a lot of you have heard it. He says, "I'm comfortable." This is Mr. Plesky. Big ups to him. I appreciate his thoughts. Says, "I'm comfortable with this persuasive philosophy of if you really want it and work hard, you'll get it eventually. It's much like a religion, because the opposite is true, that if you failed, even when the economy collapsed, or you contracted cancer, or thugs smashed your business, or whatever, well, that's because you didn't work hard enough, or didn't, you know, pray hard enough. Someone has to clean bathrooms, someone has to dig ditches." I find this interesting because if you really listen to my talk, and this is something I've heard brought up from this talk, and I guess the title of this blog post is Practicality versus Praying. I'm not saying, and please don't get it twisted, Mr. Plesky or anybody else, and I didn't say it in that talk or ever, any time in my career, and I'm not sure why I went into robot there, but what's happening in 2008 and now much more in 2010 is not that if you pray hard or if you work really hard and crush it until 5 in the morning that it's going to happen. What I'm talking about and what I'm outrageously passionate about and what I think about on a daily basis, whether it's consulting for my brands or if it's you at home right now who loves the Smurfs and Smurfs it up, it's not about the fact that if you work hard enough you'll get it. It's a fact that it's practical to have that bat. It's like not everybody. I want to be freaking LeBron. Well, not as much LeBron James as I want to be, you know, freaking, you know, Mark Sanchez and be the quarterback of the New York Jets. But I can sit here all I want. Even if I trained football all day, I don't know if you see it, it's not going to happen. However, in the business world, building a business in 2010 or back in 2008, we have at-bats. We have a chance. It's kind of like this. I'm not going to be the Jets quarterback, but if this was the business world, if sports was that way, I'd be in New York right now, or in Jersey, or in Cortland, trying out for the New York Jets. We all have the opportunity, because the cost of entry is practical. You know that person you were talking about that has to clean bathrooms and dig ditches? You're absolutely right, Mark Plesky. You are 100,000% right that somebody has to do it. However, here's what's different. Johnny, who had to dig ditches in 1973, when he got home exhausted at 7:30, spend time with the family, you know, do something around the house, dead, tired, what have you, he had no shot of doing a second job. Because when he was kind of done, even if he had the passion burning from his chest, like fire, at 8:30, what was he really going to do? Now, the fact that can he boot up a computer, and I understand the finances, maybe not everybody can have a computer, I mean, there is I understand barriers, but the fact that he can dig up his computer and start it and create content, become part of the community, go to search.twitter and talk about his LA Dodgers that he loves, start a Tumblr blog or a WordPress blog, and start DodgersTalk.com, and do it and pound it, and his voice can get out there, and in the viral nature of the word-of-mouth economy that we live in, that there's a prayer that if he wants to stay up to 2 o'clock in the morning, instead of grabbing a beer and just watching the game, if he wants to, and I'm not saying he has to, because there's plenty good things of digging ditches, coming home, spending time with your family, and then resting. You can play this game any way you want, but the practicality to come home and build a business after hours today is the difference. This isn't praying, this is opportunity.